Welcome to Tinkertown, the most inventive village you've ever seen. Meet Leo, a boy with a mind full of gears and gadgets, and his best friend Mia, an engineering whiz who can build anything she imagines. And of course, their trusty, if a little jumpy, robotic sidekick, Zappo. One sunny afternoon, while testing out a new butterfly net launcher, Leo noticed something strange. A tiny crack in the earth, right near the edge of town. It wasn't just any crack. A little wisp of smoke was puffing out of it. Mia, Zappo, come look at this, he called out. Mia rushed over, her high-tech scanner already in hand. That's odd, she murmured, tapping at the screen. My geosensor is picking up some unusual thermal readings. Zappo's LED eyes widened, and his antenna started to wobble. Unusual? I don't like the sound of unusual. Suddenly, the ground gave a little shake. It wasn't big, but it was enough to make the birds in the nearby trees flutter away in a panic. A puff of dust rose from the crack. Leo and Mia looked at each other, a shared thought passing between them. This was more than just a little crack. This was a puzzle, and the tiny inventors loved nothing more than solving a good puzzle. Back to the workshop, Leo declared, a determined look on his face. We need to figure out what's going on, and fast. Back in their amazing workshop, a place filled with blueprints, half-finished inventions, and the smell of hot circuits, the team got to work. Leo pulled up a huge holographic map of the region. There, he said, pointing to a flashing red symbol just a few miles from Tinkertown. It's an old, dormant volcano. Or, maybe not so dormant anymore. Mia was already typing furiously at her main console. Leo's right. The seismic activity, the thermal readings, all the data points to the volcano waking up. Zappo, usually a bit of a scaredy bot, zipped around the workshop with surprising speed. He wasn't panicking. He was preparing. He grabbed heat-resistant wiring, a portable energy core, and a cooling canister, packing them all into a small, zippy vehicle they called the Heat Explorer 01. If that volcano is heating up, Zappo beeped, his voice full of resolve, then we're going to cool it down. The team was ready. Their mission, to journey to Volcano Valley and stop the eruption before it could ever reach their beloved Tinkertown. The journey was intense. The Heat Explorer 01 hovered just above the ground, kicking up a trail of dust as Leo expertly navigated the rocky, uneven terrain. Up ahead, the sky glowed with a menacing orange light. The air grew warmer with every meter they traveled. Mia monitored her sensors. The temperature is rising fast, guys. We're getting close. As they descended into Volcano Valley, the scene was like something from another world. The ground itself seemed to breathe, with puffs of hot smoke escaping from cracks in the earth. Between the dark, jagged rocks, they could see glowing veins of molten rock lava, slowly making its way to the surface. It was both scary and incredible. Wow, Leo whispered, his eyes wide. We have to be careful, Mia reminded him, her voice steady. One wrong move here could be our last. Zappo, strapped in the back with all their gear, gave a nervous but determined thumbs up. They were inventors, but today, they were also adventurers on the most important mission of their lives. They reached the base of the mighty volcano. The ground trembled more frequently now, and the air was thick with the smell of sulfur and ash. The giant crater above them was a terrifying sight, a cauldron of bubbling red and orange lava that lit up the swirling smoke clouds. This was it, the heart of the problem. Leo pulled out a handheld thermal scanner. Whoa, the ground here is super hot. We need to work fast. Mia, already unloading their equipment, wiped a bead of sweat from her forehead. She began setting up a series of special, heat-resistant sensors around the area. These will give us real-time data on the lava flow and temperature. We need to know exactly where to focus our efforts. Zappo hovered anxiously nearby, clutching a mini fire extinguisher like a teddy bear. His robot face was a perfect mix of fear and excitement. "Don't worry, Zappo," Leo said with a confident grin. "We built for this." Just as he spoke, a powerful tremor shook the entire volcano. New, glowing cracks spread across the ground like a spider web, and the lava in the crater began to bubble violently. The volcano was about to blow. "Now, Mia, now!" Leo yelled over the roar. It was time to deploy their masterpiece. With the press of a button, a huge device they had built began to unfurl. It looked like a giant mechanical flower made of shiny metal. "Zappo, connect the power," Mia commanded. Zappo zipped into action, bravely flying through the hot air to connect the main energy cables. As a final connection clicked into place, the device hummed to life. Blue energy pulsed from its core, activating the cryodome, Mia announced. The metal petals of the device opened wide, and with a powerful hiss, a massive cloud of supercooled vapor sprayed out, covering the advancing lava stream. The effect was immediate. A huge cloud of steam erupted as the hot orange lava met the cool blue mist. The red glow of the lava fought against the blue light of their invention, casting shifting colors on the faces of our three heroes. Slowly, surely, the lava began to harden, its fiery glow dimming as it turned into dark, solid rock. The ground stopped shaking. The roaring sound faded, replaced by the calming hiss of steam. They had done it. They had stopped the eruption. The next morning, a golden sun rose over a transformed volcano valley. Where there had been a raging inferno, there was now a gentle calm. Soft steam rose from the newly formed black rock, which now looked like a sculpture rather than a threat. And there, pushing their way through the cooled volcanic soil, were tiny green sprouts, the first signs of new life. Leo, Mia, and Zappo stood beside their cryodome, tired but beaming with pride. They looked at the peaceful valley, their home safe in the distance, and shared a triumphant smile. A cheer rose up from the edge of the valley. The villagers of Tinkertown had come to thank their young heroes. The valley wasn't destroyed. Thanks to science, teamwork, and a little bit of courage, it was ready to be reborn. Remember, every challenge, no matter how big or scary it seems, is just a problem waiting for a solution. As long as you stay curious, work together, and are brave enough to try something new, there's nothing you can't achieve. Just like our tiny inventors. Oh, and Zappo, maybe be careful where you point that thing. Thanks for watching, everyone. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing adventures with the tiny inventors.